Alright, I am getting ready to change the bump stops on my Jeep. They are, well, I'm only doing the rears because, and it is right there, and the other, obviously the other side, and I'm only doing the rears because I don't have the tools to do the front, and I'll have my mechanic do the front when I take it in for an oil change. I may decide to try it, who knows. But anyways, I got the jack stands, I got the jack, I already loosened my lugs with the impact wrench. I haven't taken them out yet because I'm going to wait till I have it up on jacks, but I wanted to loosen it while it was on the ground. And I had to use the number 3 setting on the impact wrench to get them off. And then these are the MetalCloak bump stops for the rear. I have them sitting out in the sun so they'll get warm. It might be easier to put on. I did see one person say they could get them on without taking the tire off, but I tried it and I could not get them off. So I will go ahead and take the tires off and then see what happens, see how I can get those off. And you know me, I like to clean, so when the tire's off, I'll probably do some extra cleaning in there. And as a safety note, I do have my Jeep bumped up against this curb in front of our house, and I have blocks, chocks on this tire, plus I have it obviously in park, and my emergency brake is set. Alright, I got the one out so you can see the difference between the new bump stops and the old bump stops. And it looks pretty good in here, but I did wipe down my control arms and, you know, just spiff this up a little bit as long as I'm in here. So now I have to put it in there.
And it only goes in one way. It's not like you put it in upside down.
No, it only goes in one way. Okay, I got it in there. That looks good. And I used a little piece of fence board we had, and I stuck it in here, and then I took a pry bar and I just pried it up in there, and I put a little bit of dry lube Teflon spray just on the lip, and it is in. That is in. It's not going anywhere. So yay, one is done. Alright, now I'm on the passenger side, and I just popped the old one out. Yuck. Very worn. And I used the channel lock pliers to pull it out. And now I'm going to wipe things down in here and then put the new one in. This one required a smaller piece of wood, so I had to break that in half to fit it in there. And that one went in pretty quick. Yay! So I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that one popped in pretty easy. Just the piece of wood and a little crowbar action, and it is in. Yay! I'm so glad I was able to do this myself. It always feels good, and you know, once we get the coil compressors is what we would need to do the front, because these are inside the coils on the front. I might decide to try it myself. Alright, we are all done. I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. I did need a little help with the tires from my husband, because they are darn heavy. But I did all the work myself, and all back down on the ground, retorqued to 120 foot-pound, and I checked the front too while I was at it, just because I've been on the trail twice since I had checked it, and I usually check every time I go on the trail before I leave. So I really am liking the MetalCloak bump stops. Those are the old ones, and very happy with that. I think I will attempt the front once we get a spring compressor. And if you want a very good comprehensive video on how to do this, Jason from AutoEdits has a great one.